Hey guys, I'm back here again. Got another quick video here for you guys. We had a guy drop his machine off here probably about yesterday morning, and he wanted to have us take a look at his yard machine made by MTD. This is the newer generation, like 2016 and up, I'd probably say, because this machine is a 2017 specific model year on this one right here. This has their bigger 675 EXI engine on this one. This is the auto choke engine, and this one has the bigger engine on here specifically, so you can see the identification on the front of the engine shroud right here. You have the 675 series EXI 1C3cc, and this is their call premium or higher class of engine on here specifically for that. This one also has the auto choke on here as well too. This one has the goofy logo on here. It says ready start on here, and it says no prime, no choke, and also has the stupid asinine. It says no oil changes on here at all, guys. This is a total lie, guys. It says learn more at Just Check an Ad. This is total crap propaganda from the company. You have to change your oil every single season at least one time out there, because your oil eventually gets worn and used up. All the additives get used up in the oil, and you have to change it out there because the oil becomes full of combustion and blow byproducts and stuff like that, guys. So do not believe the BS they have on the side of its covers like this. It says no oil changes. You have to change your engine oil, guys. That's a simple, honest fact. And you have your EPA emissions on here. This is a 2017 specifically for that, so there's your emissions calibration right there, 2017. And here's your airbox cover again here as well too. And they also have the newer engine model specifications on the actual fuel tank on this one right here, so it's more readily available. So you have your little camera, we'll call smartphone app thing right here. And you also have your engine model number right here, and the serial number down here as well too, and this one specifically for that. So we'll give it a zoom in on this one right here. So there you go, got your little UPC tag thingamajig right there. And this one also has the other older identification on the other side, so we'll go ahead and flip that around and show you here as well too. Has it right here. It's actually we'll call vertical on the actual identification right here for that. So let me see if I can get a better shot here before you can see that. Get a better light. This thing's kind of dark. It's black, so it's not going to show up too good with the overcast we have outside here today. Let me see if I can get a better shot here. So there you go. There's it's in a vertical position right here. So you have the data manufacturer on the left, and you have the model number, type, and code right there as well too. So this one has it in a vertical position rather than having it a horizontal position for reference points. And let me see the model number of the actual machine made by MTD. There's your typical tag right down there. So you can zoom in here for you. Zoom in. There you go, guys. There's your tag. And the reason the guy brought this machine over to us was he said he only used it in model year 2018 for about 6 times, and he put it away in storage, and he supposedly did not use it in 2019, so it was basically sitting for probably a solid year out there for that. So he brought it over to us, but this thing wouldn't start, and he kept pulling and pulling and pulling, and the thing wouldn't start, and he just got totally sick and fed up with it. So he brought it over to us, and we found out he had 2 problems primarily. Mainly the carb was totally gummed up with the old gasoline, so we had to totally clean out the entire fuel system on there, plus the carb had to be overhauled and rebuilt, and that was the main problem right there. Plus the second thing was the auto choke wasn't working. It looked like somebody might have been tinkering around with it, because on the exhaust side over here, the auto choke has a flat metal piece that sticks up almost like a wing like this, and the auto choke was actually bent over to the one side, and what it was doing was it was keeping the choke plate in the partial, I'd say about 50% open area, where the auto choke was not doing its job, and the engine was not able to choke correctly right there for that. So got that fixed. Once you got that fixed, the machine fired up good, no problem. Took about an hour to do the job. Also stuck a new plug in here as well too. Because anytime we do a carb job over here, it's always a good idea to put a new plug in the machine, simply because more than likely the machine might have been sitting for a long time. Plus, you have no idea when a customer actually used the machine last, so it's always a good idea to replace the spark plug on a machine with known fuel problems out there for that. So we'll go ahead and fire it up here. This one actually starts quite nice. I could not believe how easy it started over here for us over here. So I'll go ahead and fire it up here for you. Got a nice smooth start, pulls over great. So the guy must have changed the oil on this one here specifically for that. So we'll go ahead and gun it up here and get going. So let me hold my camera here steady for you guys with one hand. Okay. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So it starts up great. Everything works good on here. That's how your Briggs and Stratton overhead valve engine should start. The newer generation ones like this one is, that has starts up in one pull, fires up just like a dream right there. And so the guy must have maintained it. He must have never hit any kind of you know, rocks or stumps in his yard out there. So machine's ready to go back to customer, and they should be satisfied, and hopefully they can keep the machine as it is right now, because we told the guy on the phone you cannot put it away with a full tank of gasoline, because the gasoline will eventually break down and varnish up your fuel components in there as well too, guys. So always drain or remove all the fuel from the fuel system prior to putting it away in storage. And if you do put in storage for a long time, just possibly take off the fuel tank on, and just you know, clean it out and make sure it's bone dry in there, because unfortunately sometimes you might get old fuel laying down inside the carb, and it's normally because the actual tank still had a little bit of gas left in it, and it just goes right there at the bottom of the carb and sits in there for, you know, 6 months, 8, 12 months, and it starts getting funny, and it starts smelling like varnish and turpentine out there. So you guys got to get all the gasoline out of there, and you just got to get all the fuel out of there. And that's all I can really tell you guys. Just be totally proactive about it, and your machine will thank you by starting up every single time with no issues out there for that. So anybody has any comments, questions, whatnot, feel free to leave me a message here, and I'll try to get back as soon as possible about this good old newer generation yard machines made by MTD with the higher end Briggs and Stratton 675 EXI engine on this one specifically for that. I'll see you guys, and have a nice day.